Okay, so if you're an educator, I'm willing to bet you've felt that little pang of anxiety building around AI in the classroom. It's a huge topic, kind of overwhelming, right? But today, we're not just going to talk about the problem. We are going to completely reframe the conversation and start looking for the opportunities.
Does this question hit a little too close to home? You know, it feels like every single day there's some new tool that can write a flawless essay in, what, 10 seconds? It's so easy to feel like we're always playing catch-up. But what if? What if we're asking the wrong questions and fighting the wrong battle entirely?
Here's the truth. We just can't build a fortress around our classrooms to keep technology out. It moves way too fast. The real opportunity here is to design learning experiences that AI simply cannot do. And that means we need to shift our focus to the skills that are uniquely, wonderfully, and sometimes messily human.
All right, look at this. This slide basically lays out our entire game plan. On one side, you have AI. It's an absolute champion of perfect grammar, writing speed, and having a ton of knowledge. But look at the other side. Notice where AI just can't compete. It has no personal experience. It can't do that nuanced, real-time collaboration. It can't actively listen. These human strengths, that's our playbook. That's exactly where we can create powerful, AI-resilient learning.
So, the big question is, how do we actually do that? Well, we're going to get practical. I'm going to walk you through 3 awesome, ready-to-use activities. Think of these as the first few tools in your brand new AI-resilient toolbox, all designed to put human connection right back in the center of your classroom.
First up, our first tool. It's a classic for a reason. It's called the Live Dictogloss, and believe me, it is perfectly designed for the age of AI because everything about it depends on the here and now. The process is just wonderfully simple. First, you read a short text out loud at a normal speed. The student's only job? Just listen. That's it. No pens, no keyboards, just pure, focused listening. Now, the second time you read it, they can start jotting down keywords and phrases. Then, and this is the fun part, they get into groups, pull their notes, and try to piece the original text back together. Finally, you reveal the original, and they get to compare.
So why can't a chatbot do this? Well, because it's a live event. It all hinges on real-time listening and processing the information as it happens. There's no pause button to go ask an AI for help. That reconstruction phase, it's all about that messy, human negotiation of memory and language. It's about the live intake of sounds and sentences, something an AI just can't be a part of.
All right, tool number 2. This one's called the cultural free write, and it completely flips the script by making your student the one and only expert in the room.
You start with a hyper-local, super-personal prompt. So not write about a holiday, but something like describe your family's secret recipe for chili, or tell a story about that one weird festival that only happens in your hometown. Then you just set a timer, maybe 15 or 20 minutes, for pure continuous writing. After that, students get to share their own authentic stories in small groups.
I mean, just look at this example on the screen. An AI can generate 1,000 paragraphs about cooking rice. But it can't generate this. It can't invent this specific sensory memory. It definitely can't invent a grandmother's wisdom. This is real, it's personal, and it's completely beyond the reach of any language model.
You see, this activity taps into a massive knowledge gap. Think about it. AI is trained on the public internet. It knows everything on Wikipedia, but it has no idea what your student's grandmother's kitchen smells like. This task makes the student the sole expert, and that is so empowering. Yeah, the writing might be imperfect, but it's going to be their voice, and that's exactly what we want to assess and help grow.
Okay, our final tool for today is a really clever one. It's the reverse editing task. And with this, we're not just making an AI-proof assignment, we're actually using AI to teach critical thinking. It's pretty cool.
So here's how you do it. First, you go to an AI tool and have it generate a simple, perfectly grammatical little paragraph. Then, and this is the magic step, you intentionally go in and add 5 to 7 simple mistakes. You know, things your students would make, like a subject-verb error or a typo. The student's job, working in pairs, is to find and fix all the mistakes you added.
Here's a perfect example. On the left, you've got the text with the errors we planted, like the benefits of exercise is many and he run every day. The students have to hunt for these, correcting them to what you see on the right. The benefits of exercise are many, and he runs every day. This simple twist turns them from passive readers into active critical editors.
This task is brilliant because it does 3 things at once. 1, it gets them to actively engage with grammar rules. 2, it demystifies AI, showing them that its output isn't gospel and absolutely needs human oversight. And maybe most importantly, it fosters critical thinking about all the AI-generated stuff they're going to see for the rest of their lives.
Look, these tools are effective, they're practical, but they all point to a much, much bigger idea about our profession. In an age of artificial intelligence, our very human intelligence has never been more valuable. Let's be clear. An AI can't know your students. It doesn't know their individual voices, their common struggles, or their unique learning journey. It can't design a lesson with the real, live energy of a classroom in mind, and it certainly can't give the kind of meaningful feedback that actually builds trust and confidence. That right there, that is your irreplaceable value.
So, at the end of the day, let's just end with this thought. AI is a tool. It's a powerful one, sure, but it's a tool, just like a dictionary or a calculator was for us. Our job isn't to ban the tool, it's to teach the student how and when to use it, to make sure that technology is always serving the learner and not the other way around. Because the tech, that's always going to change. But the human need for connection, for guidance on that learning journey, that is forever.